Hey, this is Captain Unusual, and I'm here with the Deviant historian. And believe it or not, I have found a bit of a blind spot in the Deviant historian's knowledge of Cedar Rapids.
Unprepared for this one. Just pull it out of your ass on me here.
Yeah, but this is the America building, and it looks like they're going to be adding to it. I was actually worried that they were going to tear it down because I wouldn't put it past
them. Look at the picture down there. That pretty much says, hey, we're going to add to this. We're going to maintain its historical significance.
And I'm okay with that.
With the most amount of tax money we can spend in the longest time frame possible.
Yeah. Preservational progress. That's what I'm all about. Is preservational. You can add as much as you want as long as you don't take away from the historical and cultural significance.
And look up at the top there and all the ornateness. Of it there.
It's a beautiful building. It's the Deviant historian believes that it was built in 1911
or before World War II, somewhere around there.
I would guess maybe after World War I, but pre-World War II.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to look all of this up, and then
it's a great factual video.
We'll probably post all of the real information in the description and the video description.
You want to walk around the side?
Yeah, we're gonna take a look, but. The captain and the historian are a bit off guard here, but yeah, I was telling the Deviant historian on the way over here that it almost kind of looks to me like Art Deco architecture, but
that's like the Lego blocks holding up that fancy beam, those little overhangs. So you got the American building, then you kind of have that overhang there. And it looks almost like the bottom of a Lego block is holding it up. But it's pretty cool, and it's nice that they decided to preserve and expand on this.
Yeah.
Instead of just
and we're gonna walk around a foundation of growth. You know, it's funny how people always think that growth is a good thing, but it isn't always, especially when it's not manageable growth and when you're destroying, you know, historical buildings and places and locations. That's not what they're doing here, but, you know, I mean, technically cancer is a growth too, so, you know, when things overgrow, you can destroy nature and, like, you know, habitats and, like, good things. So, anyway, that's kind of beside the point, but here, let's get some more of this cool architecture here. It really is a cool building, and I really dig those columns. I believe this was a time in history when kind of Greek and Roman inspired architecture was kind of in style. And anyway, not much more to say. Just wanted to get some footage of the America building as it exists now, and really glad that it looks like this is where the new building is going to be.
In part of the public right-of-way.
Yep, taking part of the street, and where we're standing right here, where you're looking right here, this is where the addition of the building will be. So it will be covering up some of the architecture, but it pretty much looks the same on this side as it does on this side. So it's not that big of a loss, I guess. But anyway, we're about 4 minutes into the video. This is probably good enough. Oh, I don't want to miss the porta potties. See, there are porta potties there. Those are very important for the construction workers and so on.
Well, the standardization, the utilization, and the various importance of it. Because where else are you going to take a dump if you don't have a porta john? You can't craft a place that does that plumbing.
Exactly.
Smell, and it's just going to be kind of bad.
There's the Roosevelt building, where at one point I intended on moving into that building, and I decided against it, but it's a very cool building. That I know for a fact is from the Art Deco era, even though it may not necessarily be an Art Deco style building.
And all the restaurants in it have left. Harold's Chicken, Melio's, Jersey's, you know, nobody's there.
But I'll just do a quick 360 and one last look at the America building straight on, maybe. Back up a little bit.
How many stories would this be? Like 10, 12?
It looks looks to be about 10 or 12, yeah.
Why don't we pan down that way a little bit on the street, and we can see it's one of the tallest buildings on Second Street southeast here.
Yeah, let's see, if you count that all as one
That's
floor.
two.
What?
Two.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10. So 10, and if you pan down a little ways there's the red brick building down there, and outside of that, most of them are substantially shorter. I think the Higley building and that other red brick one are about.
Yeah, and the Roosevelt is 12. I do know that.
Okay.
Because I've actually been up to the top floor when I was getting a viewing of the apartments. They took me to the top floor, and I do remember that was the 12th floor. But yeah, I think that pretty much completes the video, and I want to thank the Deviant historian for joining me, and we'll see you again in another video.